Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. There's a video about Just Strife. He says I got sponsored by Guild Wars 2, and I don't know what that video was. It was published October 10th. Let's see what he has to say. I'm curious. What? Okay, here we go.
For Guild Wars 2 recently, and I did it because I legitimately love Guild Wars 2 and think it's a genuinely great game. And people got back to me saying, "Oh, Josh, your Guild Wars 2 sponsorship was really successful." And I thought, yeah, you know why? It's because I don't take sponsorships unless I agree with them. So when I finally do say, "Hey, this is actually quite good," there's weight to it. There's a level of trust, and I think that's a very, very important level of trust. But
Oh,
no, I would absolutely any day tell people to go and play Guild Wars 2.
okay.
It's a legitimately good game, and I'm
Yeah,
not sponsored to say that right now.
okay.
I
Oops.
just think you probably will enjoy at least some part of it.
Oh,
Although
oh, 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 what? Okay. I have a funny feeling about this. Can't scream because people are sleeping right now, but I have a funny feeling about this.
I do agree with Blake. I personally prefer Guild Wars 1.
Oh my god, I knew something weird was coming. Okay, you know what? Guild Wars 1 is pretty much like, I'd say, well, no, Guild Wars 1 is fun. It's very fun actually. I really like it. I did play it, but it's two different world. It's like Guild Wars 1 is more like World of Warcraft, and Guild Wars 2 is more like Elder Scroll Online, I would say. So it's two different worlds. It's not the same thing. But because he likes, I guess, World of Warcraft type of game, plus the fact that you can control um, other NPCs, to party with you, which is fun, by the way. I guess I understand what he's trying to say, but it's comparing both game is a little bit strange, I would say.
I think
But
Guild
no, he's not comparing. He's just saying he preferred Guild Wars 1. But let me see if he's comparing both games. Let me see.
Wars 1 is a better RPG.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, please don't compare Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. It's like, you don't want to compare, uh, I don't know, a Lamborghini and a jet plane. They're both goods, but they're two different worlds, This is what he's doing right now.
I think it's a better classical turn-based almost RPG. I know it's obviously action combat, but the turns are much slower. Guild Wars 2, I think, is a better online adventure game to share with friends.
Yeah.
And Guild Wars 1 is a better RPG that you can play through with people you know, provided they're up to the same part that you are. So Guild Wars 2 is super accessible to everyone. Guild Wars 1 is a better RPG. If I had to make a choice between them, I would probably choose Guild Wars 1 because I am a classic RPG fan.
Okay, so there you go. So his preference is biased by the fact that he like RPG more than he likes like like Guild Wars 2 MMO type of adventure open world game. So I understand what he's saying. He's not even saying that Guild Wars 2 is bad. What he's saying that he prefers RPGs to MMOs in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So it's a fair, it's a fair argument. It's a fair statement, sir. So I know what he's saying, but you see me, I like everything. So my sentiment is more like versatile in a sense that I can switch from RPG to actually an MMO, to then switch to a strategy game, to then switch to a 2D game, to then switch to a Nintendo game. And so I am different. Like, I like everything. That's why it's a little bit hard for me to compare like apples and peaches, because if I compare something, it has to be apple with apple or peaches with peaches. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I know what he's saying. I understand what he's saying though.
Yeah, that's what it is. Guild Wars 2 very much does feel like a chat room with a really good game attached to it.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge amount of chat. The game isn't super difficult until you get to the end game. Guild Wars 1 feels like a classic RPG adventure. It really does.
No, yeah, no, yeah,
Can I be honest with you?
I know what he's saying. Um, no, I know what he's saying. It's like I'll be honest with like my preference, like deep inside, I would say it's like World of Warcraft type of game because I grew up with that type of game. But because Shadowland has kind of destroyed everything, so I kind of fell in love with Guild Wars 2, you know what I'm saying? But deep inside, my preference is always World of Warcraft type of game, like Guild Wars 1. But if I were to choose between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, I couldn't do that. I couldn't choose. I couldn't compare because it's two different worlds. It's two different things. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like you can't compare apple and peaches. I can't do that. I can't say that which one would I choose. I can't even say that. If I were to compare, it would be like, okay, if I had to choose between Elder Scroll Online and Guild Wars 2, see this is apple and apple. I would choose Guild Wars 2 because first of all, well, I'm not gonna say why, but well, that would I just prefer Guild Wars 2 to Elder Scroll Online. This would be a fair comparison, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I like it, but still, like I understand where he comes from and I understand his feeling, I still respect what he's saying, and he's a good guy. I like his videos. He's always like rational. He always use like constructive, objective, like arguments to support his critiques or his reviews. I like this guy. This is the type of person that I like to follow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. And I cannot talk too loud because people are sleeping. Alright, I'll see you later, guys. Cheers.